Kurt Cobain's death remains one of the most haunting and symbolic tragedies in the history of rock music, a moment that forever altered the cultural landscape of the 1990s. On April 5, 1994, the Nirvana frontman was found dead in his Seattle home at just 27 years old, the victim of a self-inflicted shotgun wound. The official ruling of suicide stunned fans worldwide, many of whom had seen Cobain as the reluctant spokesman for Generation X, a figure who voiced alienation, disillusionment, and emotional rawness with unsettling honesty. Despite Nirvana's explosive success following Nevermind, Cobain never seemed at peace with fame, often expressing discomfort with commercialization and the way his music was consumed. Beneath the public image of an anti-establishment icon was a man battling severe depression, chronic physical pain, and a worsening heroin addiction that clouded his final years. Friends and family later spoke of repeated attempts to help him, including an intervention shortly before his death. But Cobain appeared increasingly withdrawn and overwhelmed. His earlier hospitalization in Rome after a drug overdose was widely interpreted as a sign of how close he already was to the edge. In his suicide note, Cobain conveyed a deep sense of emotional numbness and disconnection, writing about losing the excitement he once felt for creating music and performing. The note's reference to Neil Young's lyric, "It's better to burn out than to fade away," became one of the most quoted lines associated with his passing, fueling debates about artistic pressure and self-destruction. The aftermath of Cobain's death saw fans gathering in massive numbers, holding candlelight vigils and sharing his lyrics like personal confessions. His passing also cemented the tragic legacy of the so-called 27 Club, linking him with other influential artists who died young. Yet Kurt Cobain's legacy is not defined solely by his death, but by the enduring power of his music, which continues to resonate with listeners who find comfort in its honesty. His story remains a sobering reminder that fame cannot shield a person from inner pain, and that the voices we admire most are often the ones struggling silently behind the noise.